Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-da-da-na-na-na-na. 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 Da-na-da. That was a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, guides and lilies, we are back. We are back. We're back with another episode. Actually, this is the 29th episode. The 29th episode. Number one, I would like to say hello to everyone. Hey, y'all, I got to tell y'all something. I don't want to apologize for the time in between. I do notice that it was there, but I have to say this. I have to live and I have to absorb, and I have to absorb a life to feel that I have something worthy to give or even speak to you all. And one thing about this platform is that I care about it dearly, and I want to be in my best self for it, no matter what. And more importantly, it's not about trying to portray something. This in itself, it helps me as well. We all go so many places so far in the range of our center. And it's just nice to understand you have a medium to come back to. So, yeah. Let's get into it. Number one, our number shit. That's just how I talk. But ironically, number one, I would like to say that this is the number 29th episode. 29 is a very special number to me. It is the day of my birthday, on the 29th. And I've always liked just 29. It's always been a little something to me, But yeah, that's it. That's that. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are dancing beautifully in your life. And I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're mastering the things that you encounter. I hope that you're mastering the things that you think of. I mean, obviously, I said mastering. It's a process. I think moving in the direction that you truly want to is truly a beautiful thing. As far as intention, as far as conversation, as far as body language, as far as everything about you, One thing I can say is that number one, what is not number one? I'm just saying I missed you all. I'm glad I'm back. I really am. And I'm glad you didn't forget about me, because I, by all means, never forget about you all. And even in that, I would like to even talk about some things that I would like to get going. I definitely would like to get going. Smoke review. So let me tell you what I'm smoking on right now. Something very beautiful. Something better than what I've had in a very long time. I do appreciate it. Shout out to those that make it possible. This here, ladies and gentlemen, the strand that I'm smoking on tonight is, hold on, truffle butter. Truffle butter, I really like it. It's definitely creative. It definitely gets the body going, gets the mind going. Like, I enjoy it. So that's that. I'm definitely smoking on truffle butter. I don't know if that'd be called, this one be called truffle butter. Maybe. Who knows? But anyway, I just saw Venom tonight. I enjoyed it. I did. I saw what they were doing. I didn't really understand the end. I don't want to ruin it for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. If you haven't seen it yet, am I gonna talk about it? I'll go over. No, I won't talk about it. It's not. I'll just give my opinion on it for right now. If I give a deeper review, it's at a later time. I definitely am a fan of the Marvel Universe. I love what they do and their in-depth and intricateness and detail. It's definitely beautiful art. I have to give it to them by all means. And I love, well, like I said, I can't give too much, but I enjoyed the movie for what it is. As always, Marvel, you have to wait a little bit more to piece things together that you don't understand. So I guess in some ways you have to be a little patient for it, which is okay. I ain't tripping. But yeah. I heard some music. There's actually someone I probably gave a shout out to before. I love her music. Oh, you know what? I gave a shout out to her before, but that was more so of a reminder. But I'm not about to go there right now. I want to give a shout out to Umi. You all should check out Umi. I listened to Umi, UMI, by the way. Oh, again, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for those first time users. I hopped straight in. 1 second. This is that by the way podcast. I am Mr. Bush. This is your host with the least amount of mostness. And welcome. If you are new, if you close your eyes, if you feel to your left and to your right, you'll see everybody else. We've been here. And by all means, catch up on the journey, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Relax, get you some tea. If you're gonna do a workout, shit, don't count. Just listen and work out and do what you feel. And I guarantee you do more than what you projected yourself to do. And I'll tell you exactly why. Your mind holds you back in so many ways. And you give yourself constrictions in so many ways without even knowing it. In so many ways. So many webs on webs on webs on webs. So now you can see what a true human can do. Mind over matter. For those that are healing, those that are trying to get their body cleansed, detox, I definitely would love to suggest herbal teas. They definitely do work. I mean, you gotta definitely get the ones that are authentic, of course. But there's a few that I really like. You all should definitely check out a moringa mango tea. It has an amazing benefits. I believe I've spoken about moringa, but I have no problem speaking about it again. But moringa definitely strengthens the bones. Um, you know, cleans the blood. You know, detoxes the body, adds minerals to the body, and just fortifies. Um, Mango, when mixed together, has an ability to do a little bit more. I have to get a little bit more research. I don't want to get on here talking. One thing about me is if I don't know what it is, then I shut the fuck up. I think I think it's our responsibility. And when I say that, I mean we have the ability to respond. We have the ability. We control what we do and what we say to a degree. To a degree. Unless you're in what they say ego. I say, well, I guess it could be ego if you that's what you want to call it. I say energy can be high and you can be saying things and just flow. Some people could just turn into lies. That a lie is just a lie. So I'm not making an excuse for anything. But by all means, if you don't know what you're talking about, then by all means, I say respectfully, shut the fuck up. And even to myself. So yeah. But yeah, definitely do your research on that. And one thing about herbs and one thing about fruit is that when together they create new substances and new benefits. So see what's best for you and continue to live. And by all means, I hope you all out there working out, from squats to jump rope to push-ups to your sit-ups to planks. These are important things. These are things that help strengthen, clean the blood, and get your circulation going, as well as strengthening your nervous system, because we're electrical beings and we need that electricity to flow freely and smoothly. It helps you in so many ways. The more electricity you have in your body, well, see, this is the thing. You want to be hydrated and electrified. That's a beautiful, perfect body. Once completely healed and you have adequate muscle. The thing is, a lot of people are healing. The thing is, a lot of things are draining. Even thoughts, things you go through, even crying can be draining to your life force. And I think a lot of people are in healing mode right now, which is nothing wrong with that. And that's why I always remind and implement turmeric. It's just a healing component within itself in so many ways. Now, there's this one herb I wanted to actually introduce you all to, but I wanted to try it first. I believe in that. I believe in, talking on what you know. But see, the thing is, it's not about me. It's about like us all getting to a further destination. And if I can throw a rock far enough, or throw a football far enough after we've gotten as far as we could, and all we have to do is reach to the next level, to wherever we threw it. At least we'll get there, even if we're not there yet. If that makes any sense. But that herb is another Ayurvedic. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I believe I am. Ayurvedic herb, a very ancient herb, and it's in the group of the Haritaki. I love to discuss. It is called Amla, AMLA, and so I'll say this. I didn't really want to incorporate an assistant within my pod because I like how I do things. I really do. So I guess technically this isn't an assistant. So bear with me. Hey Siri, give me information on Amla. Okay. That was not what I thought it was going to be, and that was not what it was. So give me 1 second, you guys. All right. All right. So I can't pronounce it, but I'll say, I'll try my best to pronounce it. So it's Imblica affinalis. EMBLICAOFFICINALIS, commonly known as Indian gooseberry or amla, family Euphorbiaceae. I don't know what that means, but it looks like euphoria, which seems pretty good to me. Is an important herbal drug used in Unami, Arabic, and Ayurvedic systems of medicine. The plant is used both as a medicine and as a tonic to build up lost vitality and vigor. So, yeah. So by all means, I'll definitely do some more research on Amla. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is that by the way podcast. I just want to take a moment. I like for us all to breathe, take a moment to breathe deeply for a moment, you know. Yeah. Energy tends to run high. And when it can run high, then things can overflow. I usually have a segment when I talk about those. Well, I don't talk about anybody. For those that are going through it. Those that are going through it. I would like to tell you that you are not alone. You are not alone. I am here with you. Alright, no, I'm sorry. But no, you're definitely not alone. I would like to reiterate and remind you to keep your head up. Keep your energy up. You know, you've been on a long journey. You know, a lot of times you may not see what you are, and sometimes you do. But sometimes you may also not see what you do. And sometimes you leave behind a beautiful path without ever knowing it. You know, sometimes you leave behind a beautiful path without knowing it. What do I mean by that? Well, I think the not knowing it part means there's a questioning. I think we spend a lot of time questioning ourselves at certain times, certain things, rather than completely running freely in a strong fashion. Not in a obviously a dumb fashion. I mean, the world is not always a playground. Not everything is trying to play on planet Earth. Just because humanity creates systems of comfort, of being able to feed themselves to a degree, it doesn't mean that the rest of the, nature isn't in survival and continue to live. I think a lot of us forget the reality of this world, but it's okay. It's a double-sided coin to that. A two-sided coin, I guess they say. Bear with me. It was some good question. But no, you know, I don't want you talking down on yourself. I don't want you caught up in yourself. I want you to take yourself, and in that circle that you're in, I want you to go so fast in that circle, in that loop, and those mistakes that you do, to the point that you propel yourself outward, out of that circle, with that force that you use, and you exert yourself in a direction. And as soon as you come out of that circle and you create a line, it'll look like a 6. I think one of the things is that we make mistakes in life, and we continue to make those same mistakes, and the rate of those mistakes speed up and slow down. But we notice them when they're sped up, I guess that's the word. And I think it's our responsibility to see ourselves. And as we see ourselves, we see what we do. And as we see what we do, we have more choice, power, on a more intricate level. Almost like you're editing yourself and you're expanding certain parts. And you edit. And you make a different sound when you make the same word. Or you think of a different thing when you say, have a different conversation, or a particular type of conversation. The subtle changes of little things that alter everything. Even the way you're breathing when you're hearing something alters how you think about, or even how you hear what you hear, which a lot of us don't even realize. I think staying grounded is deep breaths. Is when the energy from your brain goes through your body down to your feet. It's the ground and keeps you grounded, rather than shallow breaths, where your breath, the energy goes down your body, but it doesn't hit the ground, it goes back up. At least that's what I think and I see and I feel at this point. If some scientist comes through and says that's wrong, then I could say so be it, but to a part of me, I might fight it and say, let's run a GoFundMe. I go to college, I go to Harvard, and then I study it myself. Y'all come with me too. I want y'all to get a degree. Not because you need it, just so we could get a lab. But anyway. I do want to say this only because I think that it's important. I'm not the one, the type to play the games with people's minds, hearts, but I do believe that when I was growing up, I love people that took stances on things. I love like knowing what type of person the person is. And for me, it's a much bigger thing than just something. It's something I actually would love to talk about deeper. And maybe I can, you know. And I have no problem discussing whatever I want. This is my platform. I can say what I need, when I need, what I want. So I will. And I can simply say this. Well, you know what? I just realized something. I was about to say something, right? But I realized something. There was a difference in the way I felt. There was a difference in the way I felt in my chest. And as I focused on that as I was talking, I realized it altered why I was about to say what I was going to say. I'm still here, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen. Lilies and guides. Still here, still here, still here. I like to say there's nothing like feeling really comfortable. And I'm not talking about physically. Like, there's nothing like an overflowing of comfort from an internal standpoint. It's crazy. I never expected to make this 29 minutes on my 29th episode. But I also don't want to waste time. I feel like it is what it is at times. But if there's anything that I can say now, yeah, it would be this. Lately, I realized that just being me is healing. I don't have to be anything extra. I think I always want to be extra. Not extra, you know what I mean? But I love to expand. And more importantly, I see a world that needs healing. I see a world that is going through a lot of pain, a lot of fear, and just overall not the greatest quality of life. But at the same token, I also see a space and a need for connection, for growth, for love, for socializing, for connectivity, for partnerships, for the blending of minds. I see a lot of alone people that could be with a lot of other alone people. And I also see that nobody is alone. It's just a force field that creates them to be alone. But it's human nature to socialize and be around people. You know, being around people strengthens you. It's about magnetism. It strengthens your aura to strengthen everything else around you. Or within you, I should say. So, I would love to see more connectivity out there in the world. I love to see less fear. A lot of people are in a fearful state, and I would like to say, let's not talk about that anymore. Let's get rid of it. You know? I understand what the world is going through. And I know some people are like, well, do you? I see it. I'm not an idiot unless I sound like one. You know, part of me wants to say that the world has turned to complete bitches. Part of me wants to say that what comes our way is going to come our way regardless. And when did fear control so much of how we even breathe to the point it cuts off our breathing? Even more, because that's already what fear does. It stops your breathing. Then this thing puts a mask on your face to even continue even more restriction of breath. But I also don't want to be sitting ducks in a pond with toxic waste being dumped in it. Meaning I don't want to be a sitting duck as well while being harmed. I know a lot of people get into how and what and who, and that puts you in a loop that sounds, and I guess it could be fulfilling on an emotional level, but if I was to try to take it one step beyond that and go to the fact that it is what it is and it exists, one thing a lot of black people say, a lot of old black people say, is that, well, they all have their own different sayings, but I guarantee this one goes across the board. There's nothing new under the sun. until there is. But all I can say is I wish that I just really wish health, happiness, fulfillment, strength, vitality, will, warmth, strength, power in your blood. And that's what I wish. That's what I'd like to extend. Belief in self, which in itself strengthens the immune system. I believe power comes from within. I believe, power comes from within. I definitely do. I can always be wrong about anything, and I'm always down to learn more about anything. But there's certain things I think that, depending on the level of growth and thought, but when things don't feel right, and things aren't right, and you do things in a way where you don't feel right, it still doesn't make it right. And I know there was a lot of rights there. I always like to say, my motto is to leave things better than when I found them. And right now, I always want to say I want to be positive rather than negative. And I feel in my heart of hearts that something big, magnificent is coming this way. I don't know what exactly, but give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. An ironic, relevant quote. And I believe at this point, it's time I learn to fish. Different types of fish at that. I guess you always have to lead by example. Even though I'm not necessarily saying I'm whatever, but I'm saying I think it's time for us as a people, to a degree, learn how to fish, figuratively and literally, but mainly so figuratively, I think the reason that a lot of things aren't controlled is because you don't know how to grow. We don't know how to grow. I think instead of saying what we don't know how to do, I think it's nice to identify. Um, but there's also another thing to be pragmatic about it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is that By the Way podcast. I would like to say this though. Um, as you all know, I'm in the manifestation process of getting some deals done. I would love to pod full time, like real talk. But I definitely would love to put you all onto something. And this is Beansfield chips. Now, this is just me talking, like for real. They're amazing. First of all, I don't even know where to start and be again, but yeah, they're definitely amazing. I, man, like, look, they're good in flavor. They're full in flavor. They're made of beans. They don't taste like beans or anything crazy, but they're delicious. They're tasty and they are like fulfilling. So you get your Beansfield. Number one, I love you all's product. I do gotta say, you gotta put a little bit more in that bag. You got to. You gotta put a little bit more in that bag. There's a thing, a chip epidemic that I always talk about sometimes. I haven't been eating chips as much in the last couple of years. I eat them here and there. I'm more of a tortilla chip, if anything, guy. But yeah, they don't fill the chip bag up. You know, you make the bag bigger, but you fill it up halfway or third, and that's just not cool. So, chip company, please get y'all shit together. Like that's yeah. So that's that. But no, definitely check out Beansfield chips. They're really delicious. Check out wherever you're. I guess what I don't want to sound like a commercial. Wherever you shop at, grocery store. Excuse me. I'm definitely cotton mouth as hell right now. But wherever you shop at, definitely check them out. Definitely they're high in protein as well, so they're definitely good. Keep you up. But yeah, I do mess with those. And again, if you do or would like to support the pod, support me, support By the Way, you can definitely do so via PayPal. That is Wickush. That's WICKUSH. Again, that's Wickush via PayPal at at WICKUSH. All right, back to the Chanel. I said in podcast. It must be time for me to get out of there. But PayPal. I mean, we here, y'all. We're gonna get it in every time. You already knew. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You all keep your head up. Flap your wings and make something happen. Flap your wings and make something happen. Breathe from within. Breathe deeply. And if you need remembrance of self, shit. We here, baby. So take your time. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I love you all. You keep your head up. This is that 29th episode. I really feel like I wanted to give you a little bit more, but you know what I'm gonna do? Trust me, we got it. We here. So, and with that being said, build your strength, continue to shine, stay out of the way of the things that aren't for you. Shine in the right ways. And sometimes when you're not supposed to shine, the right universe will put a cloud so that you can't be seen by those that shouldn't see you. And I hope that you are protected. I hope that you are guided. I hope that you stay strong and you keep your head up and you strengthen yourself and you weaken your weaknesses and you enjoy your life and you move in the direction that you want to. And with that being said, this that Better Way. It's Mr. Bush. Peace.